you guys are anything like me, oh man, you can not work no damn job, bro. Can't. Like it's gotta be your own stuff. Like it's gotta be, bro. There are some people working jobs, right? And they hate it. But it's like, you're not working nearly hard enough or smart enough to get yourself out of that position. You're just not. So as long as you want to stay all cozy and covered up at that little job, be my friend. Because you're not getting out unless you really give it your all. When you give something your all, your whole being, you will get out of that job. Life will get better. The thing is, the chosen ones just can't work a job for that long because of X amount of reasons. And I think the biggest reason of all, and there's some jobs that's definitely better than others, but man, even still, you're gonna want to eventually do your own stuff, and the chosen ones will get themselves to that point where they do their own stuff, and that's the life you were destined to live for the remainder of your years. That's just the reality of where you will get yourself to. And the reason why you can't last at a regular job, and the reason why that's not your calling and your destiny, one of the biggest reasons is because you can't even be around these people, bro. Like, your vibration is way too high. Like, when I speak with most people, bro, on a regular basis, it's like your energy is just, it's so much. It's just so much. Compared to theirs, they have this they had just kind of this lost energy. It's just, they don't really know. They can't get an opportunity. They don't know what to do. It's just they're kind of bummed where they're at in life. And it's like with you just have this presence about yourself. You have this demanding energy, even at your own job. Even if that's you right now and you're at some job and you kind of have that energy, you'll probably have people talking shit about you at your job, bro. You'll probably have all these people against you. They don't like you. So, it's good to play the role of, I fit in with these people at the job, but as soon as you leave, it's like, I'm not like them at all. F this, bro. I'm going to go home and work as hard as I can to get myself out of here. I'm going to keep the peace, and then I'm going to dip. Instead of kind of present yourself that way at these jobs, bro, that's only going to make it worse, to be honest. I remember what it was like being about 19 years old working at these regular jobs. I don't even know when's the last year I worked a job. I think 19. I think I was 19. The last time I worked a regular job with other employees and stuff like this. I have worked even last year, but it's not no damn job. It's like a helpmate to another guy who runs his business. You help him with his business and he gifts you for it. So it's not like a corporate job. It's not no paychecks. Much different. By my choice. There's a huge difference. When you have a choice, I'm going to tell you something right now. Working with somebody else, doing something else, when you don't have to, is much, much better and much more comforting. It actually makes you want to do it more because you have a choice. The worst position to be in is when you have to go somewhere because you're forced to. You have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. Anyone can handle that for a certain period of time, but if you're a true chosen one, there's going to come a point in time where that comes to an end. We've all had to do it, but it's going to come to an end. Just know that. That's not how your destiny will end. That's not how it's going to end. It's going to end much differently. You just had to live some years doing those things to get yourself to be where you want to be in life. Everyone got to do what they got to do sometimes. But man, speaking of vibration, your vibration will be so damn high, bro. Like, you feel like you should be bossing the boss at the damn workplace. You feel like you should be telling everybody else what to do. And you know why that is? It's because deep down inside, you're a better boss. Like, legit, you're a much better CEO, businessman, than he or she is. That's why you feel that way. I got into it with a boss at the last actual job when I was 19. I got into it with this guy. And I could have done whatever I wanted to this guy. But there came that day where I left. In the middle of a day, in the middle of a work day, I left. I'm done. I'm out. Never went back. Never ever returned again to a regular paid stub job. Hell no. Everything else after that was either doing my own thing or helping someone else with their business, me not being an employee, being more of a helpmate, so I'm like right there with them doing the business and them gifting me. Not some employee like everybody else, being treated like everybody else. Hell no. It's basically like, let's say you're fishing. There's a head guy that's fishing, steering the boat, running the ship. You're like the second man. Your importance is pretty much just as much as the boss. So there's levels to certain things, and bro, the last thing you want to be is just a regular employee. If that's your position, you want out of that position ASAP. And the harder you work, the more you give to other things outside of that position, the faster you're going to advance out of that position into a higher position. And it's all about where you belong. Some people belong at the bottom of the totem pole. You have to put yourself in a position to end up where you belong. And if you're a chosen one, your presence, your vibration is super high. You clearly don't belong down there. You could whoop ass down there, bro. You could whoop everybody's ass at once. You don't belong down there at all. Your talents, your gifts, your abilities, things just ain't clicking. I know what it's like to be hella talented, to be gifted, to have God's gift. It's like you literally feel like you could be on top of the world. You literally feel like you could do what anyone else is doing, if not better. People that's highest up in the world. Legit. And the reason you feel those feelings is because it's damn true. You could. You could be up there. You could be doing what they're doing, if not better. You could. There's a reason you feel those feelings. You just have to work. You have to outwork the positions you're in to advance position. It's like getting a black belt in jiu-jitsu. You don't just walk into the gym and you know what? I know I can be a black belt, so give me it. That's not how it works. You have to get white belt first, and then blue, and then purple, and then brown, and then black. And then it goes up to the degrees of black belts. So whether you think you can be a black belt or not, you have to put in the work. It's the same thing, and this is a great analogy. I don't even know how I thought of this, but it's actually a great analogy. It's the same thing with being on the bottom of the totem pole at someone's workplace, at some factory, just being like every other person in there. Just because you're that right now, if you're watching this video, does not mean shit. It don't mean shit. You could be talented and God gifted. You do have it in you to be much higher than you are. So stop defining yourself of your current position, because it don't matter. Everyone has to start somewhere. It's all about you being hardworking enough, smart enough, efficient enough to advance what? Position. That's your position right now. You do have to accept that right now that's where you're at. Instead of thinking in your mind, oh my God, I should be further. What am I? Oh, am I here? Da, 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 da. Accept where you're at right now. That is your current position. That is where you're at. So if you accept it, it's going to make you feel it a lot more. You know what? What is going on? I demand more than this. All of a sudden, you start to move differently in life. Things start to change because you start to move differently in life. You will change things, bro. You will change things. It's about accepting that reality. It's the same thing if you're overweight. Accept it. If you don't want to be overweight, accept the fact that you're overweight first. This is unappealing. This is unattractive. This is unacceptable. I demand that I am not this. With the time moving forward, I will get better. You have to give yourself that time. Like I said, it's like walking into a jiu-jitsu gym. You can't even demand a white belt. You got to work for the first white belt. And then you get that, and then you keep advancing positions to blue, to purple, to brown, to black. You advance these positions. You get better. You go from being kind of like a new scrub in the gym, just like everybody else, nothing much, to all of a sudden, white belt, because you stayed in there, blue belt, purple, brown, black. Once you go black, you never go back, you know the saying. And it's facts. You want to know something? I walked into a jiu-jitsu club. I was beating blue belts. I never had a belt. I never did this shit. But I had a sport background. I was very athletic, very fit, very strong. The white belts couldn't tap me. The blue belts couldn't get me. And I ended up getting them. Even if you're at that level and you're better than people that are a belt or two above of what you even have or accomplished, you still have to get the white belt. You still have to put in the work to earn the white belt, and you still have to put in the work to earn the blue belt. Even if you're at that level, you still got to go down and get that first, and then get that first. So even if you're at a job and you're at the bottom level, you can do something that someone has a high position, you can do it better than them. Guess what? It don't even matter, because you have to do what they did to get there. That's what it takes. So you might as well stop wasting time and start doing what's right. That's what's going to fulfill you. That's what's going to make your life better. And this is why, folks, most chosen ones cannot work a job. Cannot. You can't deal with that toxic workplace, with those crazy nannies, with the saggy tits. You can't deal with that, bro. You can't deal with that raging alcoholic in the corner of the room. You're about to put a hole in his face. You can't deal with that shit. Your vibration's too high, you're too slick, too switched on, too smart, too talented, too God-gifted. This is not where you belong around these people. There's something much better for you. And when you start to realize that, that's when you start to change things around, because you demand it from yourself. If you tell yourself, you know what, this is it. This is the story. Oh my God. I'm just on the bottom of the totem pole. I can't move. I can't do nothing. Then that's going to be the story. It's whatever you tell yourself. If you can even think of things, that says more than you know. That says quite a lot. If you can even think of things and speak things out there. You know what? I'm way better than this. What is going on? I'm way better than this current position. This is BS. Look at these folks. This is not me. I'm not that. With all due respect, people at the bottom of the totem pole, with all due respect, I'm just not at that level. So doing that, you demand more. And this is what every chosen one will do. I knew I was never meant for just some regular job, bro. I never had to stay in those positions long at all because I demanded more. And I don't let people disrespect me. I don't let a job disrespect me. There's people at jobs that's getting disrespected every single day and they won't leave. They won't leave. You're not going to disrespect me this way. I'm a better boss than your ass. You're going to disrespect me? What do you want to do here? What do you want to do here? Because I could put a hole right through your face right now. Boss, what do you want to do? This is how I always was, bro. I never took shit from nobody. I never got bullied. I never got picked on. You can't do that to me. The energy inside is going to come out and you're going to let people know pretty damn quick. That's not you. That's not you. And just by your energy, they know that. They know that. So it's all about what you tell yourself at the end of the day. Your words, your thoughts, your vision, all these things are so important. It's so crucial. And if you just tell yourself, bro, I'm trying to motivate you guys right now if you didn't notice. If you just accept position, you're not going to advance. You accept that this is what life is right now, I can't do no better. I mean, you have to accept, yeah, that's where you're at, but you have to tell yourself different things. You have to tell yourself you can do much better. You have much more. Just because you're here right now does not mean this is where it ends. Some people is stuck is. You have to work yourself out of that. There comes a point where it's like, enough is enough. I'm out. This comes to an end. I'm going to put this to rest. I'm going to show the world how great I am. I know it. God knows it. That's the only thing that matters. And the rest can wait and see. So hey, hand me the shovel. Because we're digging a hole for all these other coworkers that piss me off. We're digging this hole for this boss who thinks he's a boss. I'll show you who's boss. Because you're being in this hole. You're coming in this hole and it's huge. And you just put them in there, bro, and you start packing the dirt down. Who's boss now? Hey, you try to tell them. You try to tell them, bro. You try to tell them. You don't disrespect the top G of this community. Bitch. Don't let people treat you a certain way. I'm about to get someone fired at their job. But don't let people, bro, I don't care. I don't even care. Don't let people treat you a certain way. Your boss can't treat you like that. I mean, he can, but are you going to take that, bro? Are you going to take that? Are you going to take it from that peasant? I'll tell you one thing right now, I wouldn't do it. You're not going to treat me that way. No one's going to treat me that way. No one's going to treat me that way. You want to do that? Okay. Then we will see what comes after that. You might not like it. So if you want to keep doing that, keep it up. Because I got something to show you. And like I said, you might not like it. Because it's coming. Oh, it's coming. The silent assassin. I don't care if you guys get fired or not, bro. Don't let these motherfuckers disrespect you, bro. Don't let none of these fools at these workplaces disrespect you. Put a hole in someone's face if you must. Because I'm just telling you what I do. And guess what? Shit worked for me. Because this is how I always was. I don't just start being this way because I get to a certain point in life. I was always this way, bro. If not even more intense back then. If not even more intense. I have never let people walk over me. I'm not just going to tuck my tail. Oh, my boss said this to me. My boss. Hi, boss. No. Everything you say, matters. If you disrespect me, I'm not just going to let it slide. I'm not just going to tuck my tail and, oh my God, he or she said this about me. No. I have to hold you accountable for what you said because this is who I am. It's just who I am. I understand full well how a lot of people are. A lot of people like allow themselves to take things. Some people will allow disrespect. Some people will allow their boss to clown them, to treat them like dirt. Some people will allow their wives to emasculate them, to put them in sexless marriages and sexless positions. Not happening with me. Are you going to take that? Because guess what? Shit ain't right around here, lady. Shit is not right around here. This isn't right. This isn't life. This isn't how it ends. This is not what this is. So when things comes your way in life and stuff's not right, you can't accept that. You have to fix it. That's just who I am. No matter what it is, whether it's a job, whether it's sexless marriages or positions, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to accept things when something's not right. I have to fix it because that's who I am. I fix shit. I'm a problem solver. It has to be fixed. If something's out of line, I have to fix it because it's out of line. It's just not right. It just don't make sense. So here's the video for today. I hope this inspired. Good luck.